What makes the first Omen so compelling is its solid story and its lack of reliance on stressful surprises. The film is about duality. Its plot is not really useful to us, but rather to its characters. The first Omen is a compelling work that leaves its mark by taking its concept seriously. Stevenson weaves a sinister tale that is both terrifying and critical of organized religion. A dark and eerie atmosphere pervades the film, and Stevenson is not afraid to explore the darkness behind the concept. A smart, clever, and artfully crafted horror film that doesn't rely on cheap shocks or tired gimmicks. The film features solid direction and storytelling that is complemented by the fearless lead performance of Nell Tiger-Free. Nell Tiger-Free of the first Omen is a great performer as Margaret. She plays her part well, and her acting during the pregnancy and birth scenes is excellent. A 1970 seconds European horror film, this is one director you should watch in the future. Let's get to the story.
Father Brennan presses Father Harris about an occult conspiracy. Harris gives him a photograph of a baby with the name Sienna inscribed.
But how old? Did they? I can't do this. Anymore.
I can't do this.
Harris is killed when a falling pipe splits his head open.
I don't want to be forgiven, Father Brennan. You'll be over.
Rome, 1971, amid political protests, American novitiate Margaret Dano arrives at the Visordelli orphanage. She meets Cardinal Lawrence, Father Gabriel, Abbess Sister Silva, Nun Angelica, and her roommate and fellow novitiate Luz. Luz invites Margaret to a disco, where they meet two men.
The state has contracted it. Here, abandoned.
Margaret. You must be Margaret.
Yes. Look how will appear, driver.
Too hard.
I'm Alfonso, and
Margaret dances with the man named Paolo before blacking out. She awakens the next day with no memory of what happened.
volare.
And embarrass myself.
Margaret bonds with the mistreated orphan Carlita, who is plagued by bad visions.
Sorella la porta.
Brennan, I apologize for...
Father Brennan warns her about Carlita, saying evil things will happen. She spots Carlita showing Angelica a drawing of a pregnant woman being restrained. Moments later, Angelica self-immolates and hangs herself.
No, don't.
Didn't it? Come in.
One of the sisters took her own life. Yes. Yes, I've seen him.
Turn it over. Spoleto. He's a radical.
Brennan explains that radicals within the church, desperate to regain power against the rise of secularism, seek to bring about the antichrist, to create fear and drive people back to the church, with Carlita intended to be his mother. During a field trip, a riot breaks out, and Margaret experiences demonic hallucinations. Sister Silva postpones Margaret's vows and orders her to distance herself from Carlita. She runs into Paolo. Horrified, he tells her to look for the mark before getting cut in half by an oncoming truck.
Keep her in the
Doing
bad
what's
room.
right.
Paolo! I can just... Hey!
Sorry.
In Sister Silva's office, Margaret uncovers a hidden underground chamber and a series of subject files, all labeled Cyana. They contain photos of dysmorphic babies, all with a birthmark in the shape of 3 sixes, with Carlita as the only survivor. Margaret is intercepted and spots the mark on Carlita's palate before being imprisoned.
I am so sorry that I didn't believe you. But I believe you. Go, 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 home there.
Father Gabriel frees Margaret. As they examine the files with Brennan, they discover that another baby had survived.
Oh,
It is great.
Margaret, well done.
Not safe right now.
Margaret.
I've got these.
Not safe. She's the one who's not. I don't understand.
They need... And when they do, they will come for us.
What is this?
Margaret locates the mark on her own scalp and suddenly remembers that she was forcefully impregnated in a satanic ritual the night she blacked out at the disco. The devil will need to mate with his own spawn in order to conceive the antichrist, and Margaret had been brought to Rome as her half-sister, Carlita, was too young. The group drives off to have the pregnancy aborted, but another car crashes into theirs on the way, and Margaret's womb suddenly fills. She awakens strapped to a hospital bed and is greeted by Cardinal Lawrence, the head of the conspiracy. Cardinal Lawrence and the other conspirators watch as she gives birth to 2 children via cesarean, a girl and a boy. The latter is hailed as the Antichrist.
Una femmina.
Luce and the man who was with Paolo at the disco are revealed to be among the conspirators. Margaret stabs Lawrence but cannot bring herself to kill her son. Luce stabs Margaret as the conspirators flee with the boy and set the chamber ablaze to cover their tracks. Carlita saves Margaret and her daughter, and Margaret sees a demonic jackal in the flames. The baby boy is given to American diplomat Robert Thorne to secretly replace the child his wife Catherine has supposedly miscarried.
The U.S. ambassador to Rome. His darkness will spread. Boy will inherit their privilege. So...
Years later, Margaret lives secluded in the mountains with Carlita and her daughter, now a happy family.
Not here. Give it to Mama.
Brennan visits and warns that the conspirators will be hunting her and that her son has been named Damien.
I'm so sorry, Margaret. You weren't supposed to.
Now.
But they will come for you. Give it. Boy, none of you were. No. Your son. It's a name. Damien.